Happy Labor Day weekend from WakeMed Soccer Park Salem Stadium, home to North Carolina FC, as they welcome in arguably one of the best teams in USL League One, Union Omaha in town. North Carolina FC red hot though, 4 points in their last 2 games, feeling good as they get set for this one on a Saturday night. Hello everybody, I'm Dean Linke alongside the former captain of North Carolina FC, Austin DeLuz. And Austin, yes, 4 points for North Carolina FC in their last 2 games, but this is a tough matchup.
Yeah, it's a different test than they've seen, I think, in the last few weeks. Union Omaha very strong. It's going to be a difficult game for NCFC, but as you said, coming off 2 strong results, trying to build a little bit of momentum, and they're back at home, so we're in for a good one.
North Carolina FC has the 3 youngsters back in there, and they've got another youngster on loan from Minnesota.
Yeah, Oziel Jackson, he's a very exciting player, a young guy, dynamic. We got a little bit of a taste of what he's all about against Forward Madison here a couple weeks ago. Excited to see what else he's capable of and see what he can do as he settles into this team.
Union Omaha has Austin Poncho starting, but they also have another player you're familiar with.
Yeah, local ties, Ferdy Sousa, a guy who spent some time in the Triangle area. He played for the NCFC U23s. And since then, he's bounced around a little bit, but he's got a lot of experience, and he's found a home here with this Union Omaha team. He's a leader, and he's part of a very stingy back line, so excited to see him back here as well.
Speaking of leaders, big news this week as Nazmi Albadawi, the face of the franchise, announcing that this game and next week's games are his last 2 games as a member of North Carolina FC. We'll see what Nazmi Albadawi has tonight as it's North Carolina FC and Union Omaha. Lineups and the kick coming up next.
Continental Tire has been a proud supporter of soccer for more than a decade. We've been there both on and off the field for some of the greatest celebrations. We've watched with you as the game and personalities have gotten bigger. We are proud to continue standing alongside you, supporting the game that gives us all so much. Together, we've shared thousands of incredible goals and celebrations. Here's to many more to come.
At Strategic Systems, we understand that a reliable IT infrastructure doesn't just materialize by itself. We've been helping Triangle businesses of all sizes build and manage secure, reliable technology solutions for over 25 years. Strategic Systems and CEI. Are you transforming your business?
So, how do you like your urgent care? At WakeMed, we have urgent care just about everywhere. Urgent care that specializes in orthopedics and kids. My Care 365, open every day of the year. Even virtual urgent care. Yup, urgent care in your jammies, on your tablet. So download the WakeMed All Access app and get urgent care that's caring, convenient, and just the way you like it.
Selling your home often comes at a cost. Many realtors charge commissions of 6%, which seriously cuts into your profits. But with Daymark Realty, part of Coastal Credit Union, you can sell for an unbelievably low commission rate of 4.5%. Plus, professional staging and photography are included. Find out how Daymark and Coastal have saved members millions in fees and offer a better way to bank.
Welcome back to WakeMed Soccer Park, Salem Stadium, as we get you set for USL League One action. North Carolina FC and Union Omaha. Dean Linke, Austin DeLuz. And Austin, let's go to work and show the starting lineups. First for the home team in blue, North Carolina FC, as they'll trot out that familiar sort of 4-1-4-1 type formation.
That's right. This back line has been clicking with Max Flick and Nelson Flores as mainstays, and the youngsters, Britton Fisher and Parker O'Farrell, stepping in over the last few games and performing very well. In the midfield, Nelson Martinez coming off of his goal of the week a couple weeks ago, with Nazmi Albadawi and Josh Cohen in the middle providing some attacking punch. And the front 3 there leading the line, Robbie Christo, Oziel Jackson, and Cole Frame are going to be looking to break down this stingy Omaha team.
That's the starting lineup for John Bradford's team. Jay Mims, the top man for this very good Union Omaha team.
Yeah, and this is a very straightforward sort of 4-4-2 formation, 2 blocks of 4. Like I said, they're very difficult to break down. They like to press. Along that back line, you got Viader, Kroll, Malone, and Ferdy Sousa. In the midfield, Austin Pancho, Cersei, Connor Doyle, and Amir Alihadzic. And up top will be Boyson Conway leading the line. And like I said, this team loves to press. They love to get in your face. And there's a reason that they're at the top of the table.
Of course, you played one season with Austin Pancho, nice little player out of Indiana. Talked to him today, still loving it, mostly a sub, but gets the start tonight.
Yeah, he's a guy that just works extremely hard. I think he fits this team's style. He covers a ton of ground, and you know, he's capable of special plays as well in that attacking third. I've seen him score a couple of goals, so good to see him back here at Wakeman Soccer Park.
Players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, please visit uslsoccer.com. Thank you.
There is Austin Pancho, North Carolina FC out in their dark blue, Union Omaha out in their, how would you describe that color? What are you going with?
It's subtle, right? It's a subtle yellow. That's highlighter, maybe? Is that what that is?
It does look like what I used for my notes. Union Omaha, top of the class, just right behind Chattanooga. And they are in, yeah, I guess we would call it neon yellow of some sort, and North Carolina FC in all blue. Great to be with. I do too, yeah. Yeah, it caught my attention even coming in. I was thinking maybe we were playing the security. I'm just kidding. This team is big time, and Jay Mims is a great coach. Of course, coached at Nebraska Omaha for a long time, left for a little bit to go to Real Salt Lake, and then back with the pro team, Union Omaha. Flick. Middle of the park, Martinez, who is liking sitting behind Nazmi Albadawi. Let's get into that. Obviously, for me, Austin Lewis, I want you still to be playing, so you can only imagine how I feel about the news of Nazmi Albadawi. It was just, it breaks my heart, but I also know that he's got a young family and moving on, and you got to make that transition, and he felt like now was the time.
Yeah, it's been bittersweet, you know, I think to kind of watch him go through the process of making this decision. You know, very, very happy for him. He's got a young family, as you said, that's going to be growing fairly soon. So, you know, I went through it fairly recently, and you know, when it's time, it's time. I think he's at peace with it, and he's got 2 more games to entertain the fans here, as he's done for so many years. The club and the community really owe him a lot, so happy to send him off over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, very much when you think about the fact that he was a fan here on the first day of the Carolina Railhawks when Capono Lowe scored an unbelievable left-footed thunder goal. He was in the stands. Capono went over to him, and what a career he's had. Did make it to Major League Soccer and had offers overseas, but found his way back to North Carolina FC, where this is home. And he's very much like you, the face of the franchise.
Yeah, I think even more so than I ever was. Certainly his roots are here in the community. He played youth soccer here. He started at Wake Tech Community College and spent time at NC State, obviously, where he was told that he, you know, playing time would be scarce for him, and he said, I don't care, I want to come in and prove myself, and he did exactly that, and has just risen through the ranks over the years. Been such a fun guy to watch. And like I said, we just owe him a lot. So
that was Albadawi trying to find Jackson. Albadawi had a great week, making the team of the week, along with Flores. We'll have more on the team of the week at halftime, courtesy of Mr. USL League One. Beware, Brian Ware does such a great job. It'll be a throw-in for Cohen. Keep an eye out for Jackson moving more central as this game progresses. Right on the last line right there, they were trying to find Evan Conway from Whitefish, Wisconsin, wearing number 11. Pancho, you saw him joking with Robbie Crystal a little bit before the game. Everybody liked Pancho, right, on the team, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Great teammate. Like I said, just works incredibly hard, and you've already seen him chasing the ball down all over the field in these first few minutes.
I rarely talk about Big Ten players, but he was pretty good at Indiana. He
rarely. Once in a blue moon.
He was big time at Indiana.
Yeah, obviously Indiana, traditional powerhouse. So a good pedigree, and fun guy to be around.
His brother just retired, great player at Stanford, where he won some national championships. Logan now running a software business. There's Nazmi Albadawi. Cohen, Scott Frame and O'Farrell, along with Fisher, the 3 academy players starting. Big news at halftime as well, as we'll show you the Nick Holliday press conference as he signed a pro contract at 16 years young. That's pretty exciting.
Very exciting, and he's an exciting young player. I think Nick has a very, very bright future. We've seen what he's capable of a couple of times through this season, and I know the club's excited to have him sort of locked into a professional contract and to sort of shepherd his development as he begins his professional career.
Fisher has played well back there with Flick. One of the candidates for Player of the Month is Flick, which says a lot because normally a right center back doesn't get a whole lot of credit.
No, especially on a team that I think has struggled, if we're being honest, over the last couple of months. But that just shows you how consistent he's been, how well he's played, and how much respect people around the league have for what he's done so far this season.
Verity Sousa playing right back. Little give and go here, and Flick has coverage back to McGuire. McGuire has been solid. The word is that Holliday will start next week, though, make his home debut. Certainly looking forward to that. But McGuire needs to feel good about the job he's done as it goes all the way over the top and back to Union Omaha. Jake McGuire's been solid. It's not like he's still not the #1, but they're going to work in some time for Mr. Holliday.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, right? In signing Nick Holliday is getting him quality minutes and experience, and I think Jake McGuire's a great teammate and leader, and he understands that as well. And he's played very, very well throughout the season.
It goes back to Doyle. Connor Doyle will get it out wide now to Conway. Conway down near the end line. Looked like it went out of bounds. They'll say no. It'll fall to Sousa. This is dangerous. Boyce had it for a second. Now showing for it is Viader, who you've got a story on, right? Well,
yeah.
Hang on a second. Sousa far side off of Fisher. Here's Doyle again. We'll get to that story in just a second. As right now, Union Omaha looking dangerous, putting together. Oh my. Oh, it's in. Looking dangerous and finishing. Oh my goodness. And it's the man we were just talking about. Viader makes it 1-0 Union Omaha. And now you can tell your story because he just delivered the goods right there.
Yeah, the opposite of the commentator's curse there, Dean. What a strike that was from Viader. We'll see it again here. Some good work from Conway to put this one across. Question whether or not that one was out of bounds, but they play it on. Anyways, here, Viader picks up the ball, does some nice work to get inside the box and unleashes with his left foot. McGuire gets a hand on it, but can't keep it out.
So tell us about this young man.
Yeah, he's a guy, so, I had a conversation with Omaha assistant coach Bobby Murphy earlier in the day, and this was a guy he singled out as somebody who's performed very, very well for this Omaha team, and he's got a unique story. He's came up through the Barcelona Academy in Spain and decided to come over to the States to attend college. He played at Western Iowa Community College and obviously has made an imprint here on this Union Omaha team and has turned some heads in MLS, I think, in his short time with this team as well. And you could see exactly why there with that goal. But a non-traditional trajectory, I think you could say, going from Barcelona to Western Iowa.
No, great story and uncanny his timing as Jackson is taken down, and Jackson will earn a... Nope, they're going to give a goal kick there. I thought for a moment he was even going to point to the spot, but Jackson was outside the 18 anyway.
Yeah, you can see here Jackson running at this back line, and that's a foul. In my eyes, that's a pretty clear foul. The referee decided otherwise. But a good response from NCFC there to get forward, get into that attacking third after giving up the goal.
Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. 1-0. An early goal near post by Demia Viader from Barcelona, as you just heard the story from Austin Deleuze, and he's given Union Omaha an early 1-0 lead. And he did it by beating Jake McGuire near post. Jake McGuire got his hand on it, but Viader really had some pace on that shot.
Yeah, he got it off quick, too, a quick release. I think, you know, when North Carolina FC watches that one back, they'll wish they closed it down a little bit better. There was quite a few players around them, but nobody really stepping up to block that one. And I apologize. I think I said Western Iowa, but it's Iowa Western, right?
Yeah.
Usually you correct me on stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to let
you on that one.
I knew you had it wrong, but I was not going to call you out like that.
I apologize.
Iowa Western's a great little program, though. I was telling you before we came on the air, both men and women. I think one year the men and women won the national championship the same year. So they clearly have something going on, attracting players for a couple years, and that's exactly what a community college is for, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Just giving people a chance. You know, it's unique, players in unique situations, just like Viader.
So Viader's made it 1-0 Union Omaha. Union Omaha coming into this game only looking up at Chattanooga, but they are right there knocking on the door. They're sitting at 31 points. They have a game in hand, so really Union Omaha, if they can get 3 points here, they're legit first place. Legit.
Yeah, I think they fancy their chances too. I believe over the next 12 or so games, I think 8 of them are at home.
Good ball in, Cristo. And home in Omaha, the way I understand it, for college soccer and pro soccer, the fans love the sport and they get great support.
Yeah, they do. They average, I think, you know, several thousand fans a game, and not only that, I think it's a very difficult place to play based on the field size. I think it's a very tight field, and it suits this Omaha team's, you know, high pressure style. I think that's why they've been, you know, fairly successful there so far this season.
Flick was trying to find Jackson, but instead it found the head of Blake Malone. Blake Malone from Omaha, Nebraska, so back playing at home after spending time with Orange County FC. 12 minutes in, and already Viader has made it 1-0. The bright uniforms of Union Omaha look fantastic. This team looks good on the road here against North Carolina FC with the early lead. Once again, it's Viader, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick Union Omaha. Got some Union Omaha fans here at WakeMed Soccer Park. Actually, it's not a bad trip, right, to spend Labor Day weekend here in the Triangle. Pretty nice weather.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to travel that far, I'd probably go with a couple extra hours to get to the beach, but, you know.
There's still time. There's tomorrow and Monday.
Triangle's not a bad place to be.
Cohen. Say hello to our VP of Broadcasting, Jorge Acuna, who's in his native land of Costa Rica. I think he's going to a World Cup qualifier in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think he actually went to the one on Thursday and following it up with the next one, but that's not a bad place to be for a long weekend, is it?
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful country. 13 minutes in. Happy Labor Day weekend to each and every one of you. It has been a gorgeous day here in the Triangle of North Carolina, and a beautiful evening at WakeMed Soccer Park Salem Stadium for USL League One action, where Union Omaha, if they win this, they will be in first place, all even on games, at least coming into it, as they had one game in hand with Chattanooga, which is another team that just looks extremely good. Greenville finally broke their skid. They got a big win for John Harkes and Greenville. You figure Greenville will sort things out and challenge as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it at halftime, but despite Greenville's run of poor form, they're still right in the mix. You know, this league is so tight.
Flores. And Flores will earn a corner kick. Corner kick, North Carolina FC. Nazmi Albadawi will come over to take the corner. Oak City supporters making some noise behind the goal here. Like nothing better than perhaps an Albadawi to Cristo equalizer right here. Cristo starting to move around a little bit. Albadawi goes over Cristo and almost found the head right there of Fisher wearing number 25. Cohen frame and comes back to O'Farrell. O'Farrell is going to bring it back to Fisher, come all the way back to McGuire. Think about these academy players that have been training with North Carolina FC. I've seen a lot of two of them, and Luke Hilly and Will Butte for NC State, and they've been amazing. I mean, Hilly, first 2 games, has 3 goals to start his college career, and Butte against UNC Asheville played probably 50, 60 minutes and was solid.
Yeah, I'm sure some of that quick start to their college careers is down to the experience that they got training and being a part of this first team with North Carolina FC.
100%. Even George Kiefer would say that as well, the 5th-year head coach for NC State. Cohen, more confidence every single game. Cohen a little bit too deep there for Jackson, and good work by Sousa to outwork Jackson, and then Jackson with an unnecessary push right there. Two of the East's best clash to kick off a fall to remember when the USL on ESPN continues. Perennial contenders Louisville City FC travel to Dillon Stadium to meet Hartford Athletic in a potential playoff preview. That's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Here at WakeMed Soccer Park, Salem Stadium, Cary, North Carolina, it's Union Omaha. Up there at the top of the USL League One table with a 1-0 lead over North Carolina FC. McGuire beaten near post by Damia Villader by way of Barcelona, Spain. 17 minutes in. Speaking of Barcelona, I actually saw Dario Bros last night, who was on that 92 U.S. Olympic team that I was the press officer for. He's got a son also on NC State. You talk about a guy back in the day. They used to, Austin Deleuze, this is before your time, but they used to have Tab Ramos, Claudio Reyna, and Dario Bros all in the same conversation as top midfielders for the U.S. team.
It's a lot of talent. A lot of talent for sure.
2 of those guys played at NC State. Of course, Reyna played a few years at Virginia. And now Reyna's son, wow.
I was just gonna say,
yeah.
It's another offspring there, along with Dario Bros' son, who plays at NC State. Gio Reyna, obviously, the next big thing for the United States national team. I think he was a bright spot for the national team on Thursday night as well.
He was. Cristo's got Jackson. Just a little too fast for Jackson. He stays with it. Wrong side of the netting. Cristo just needed to take a little bit off of there, and I guess it was deflected though, so it'll be a corner kick, North Carolina FC.
Yeah, we can see here Cristo's trying to slip in Jackson, and just a little bit awkward. He tries to take that one with his right foot, whereas if maybe he reaches with his left foot, he's able to get that one under control and get a shot off, but does well still to get a corner out of it.
Yeah, he does really well to get a corner. I thought he had hit it side netting, but it was deflected off. This is a good ball in. It's going to find O'Farrell. Giving up to Cohen. I feel like Cohen's in a zone where you can pass it to him any way you want, and he's going to take care of it. That's when you know you're feeling it.
Yeah, you can see his confidence when he's on the ball. Just looks like a different player than we saw earlier in the season, especially as he, operates in that sort of 10 spot, in central attacking midfield spot. Very composed, never looks rushed.
Jay Mims, pretty intense warm-up practice as well. It was good to watch him in action. I mean, he was fired up, had a full sweat, full lather going, as you see Cohen dropping down there. And Mims is, you can hear his voice down there. He's up and about.
Yeah, he's an intense guy. I think that, that old saying, teams reflect their coaches, is very true for this Union Omaha team.
There's Jay Mims right there. Oh my goodness. Helping. Wow. I haven't moved that fast in 20 years right there. That was good stuff from Coach Mims.
Did well to get that one under control.
Coach Bradford smoother there. Nice and easy with a little flick up. Good to talk to John Bradford before the game. Reminded us that he's got quite the following, so when you ripped his attire last game, he heard from his friends his poncho wore in a corner kick Union Omaha.
I don't, I take issue with that classification. I don't think I ripped his outfit. I just said it looked, he looked great. It was just 95 degrees and he's wearing a sweater. I just think he's probably a little uncomfortable. He looks great again tonight. More appropriate weather for the sweater.
I let him know I thought his shirt was better than Coach Craig's shirt. 21st minute, Union Omaha trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Farrell, first deflection. Farrell trying to close it down. Sent back in, dangerous! And headed down right there by Jake Kroll. As Kroll from Carmel, Indiana, was with the Charlotte Eagles for a little bit. Almost made it 2-0.
Yeah, it's a big chance. And another great play from Villader. A great ball to the back post, and Kroll finds himself alone. And you'd like to see that one redirected back across the face of the goal. He tries to tuck it into that near post and doesn't make McGuire work on that one.
Villader's been very good, though, outside of the goal as well. I mean, every touch has been pretty good. You see Martinez making a tackle, but you're right. Union Omaha just pressures the whole game, huh? They bring it.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how long they're able to do that on a field this size. I think, like I said, at home, the confines are very tight. It's a baseball field that they play on. Out here, it's a little bit of a different thing. This is one of probably the biggest fields in the league. So whether or not they can sustain that pressure all game will be interesting to see.
Doyle has trouble dealing with that. Good footwork from O'Farrell over to Frame. Frame showing some class. Here's Albadawi trying to switch it to Jackson. Spins Jackson around. He's going to try to run it down and can't. John Bradford did say keep an eye out for Jackson moving more centrally, which is I think where he's a little bit more comfortable. And I only say that based on a couple discussions and then also what we saw in the last home game here. Running down near the end line. And a little push right there. Referee says no. Cohen keeps it alive. It'll be a goal kick back to Union Omaha.
And I think the good thing about, as you mentioned, Jackson, we'll see here quickly, Nelson Flores making a run in behind and looking for a foul here, and I don't think there's anything in that one. I don't think he was getting to that ball. But as you mentioned, Jackson being a little bit more comfortable centrally, I think the good thing about the three players across that area in Cohen, Jackson, and Frame, we've seen them all operate in all of those positions, and it's already happened. As we look down, Jackson has come into the middle with Cohen switching out to the left, but I think they're all players that are capable both wide and centrally, all very good on the ball. It's difficult to defend things like that, that type of interchange and interplay between attackers.
Sousa will square it. Martinez comes in hard, and Martinez is whistled for the foul.
North Carolina FC returning to Salem Stadium to Wakeman Soccer Park on Saturday, September 11th to take on the New England Revolution 2. Individual tickets are still available.
Get another look at this foul here. Cersei picks up the ball, and Martinez arrives just a little bit late. Sees frustration there. I'm not sure. Definitely a foul. Not sure I agree with the yellow card there, but Martinez is a guy who also has sort of gotten more comfortable as the season has gone on, and as he's moved into that holding midfield spot. You know, he was playing at right back throughout the early part of the season, which I think he performed admirably, but definitely looks more comfortable and can affect the game more from that central midfield spot, I think. We saw that with his goal last week. As the commentators curse again.
Martinez will lose it, and Martinez will win it back. It's good work by Martinez to at least stop that counterattack.
Good recovery.
Nifty little ball right there. It's going to roll out of bounds. Good idea there from Devin Boyce. Devin Boyce from St. Louis, Missouri. 26 minutes in. Theodore with the only goal so far. It's 1-0 Union Omaha on top of North Carolina FC here on a Saturday night, part of a Labor Day weekend. Frame a little short, taken away by Doyle. There's the goal scorer. He'll give it right back to Nazmi Albadawi. Crystal checking back. Cohen's now outside, and Jackson has moved inside. Frame's going to come all the way over at the moment, try and support. I really like the way Frame went from the right to the left side that time. He didn't end up getting it, but I like his idea there.
Yeah, again, just very active, willing to make those runs that are so difficult for defenders to track.
Teams were warming up a little bit now. Both teams, everybody's going to sit down for the moment. Conway runs into Mims, and Mims has him. Mims, who did a really good job at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. And then when he went to Utah, he had coached under Bob Warming. Bob Warming had left Penn State, and then when Mims left, Bob Warming came in. Mims goes to Real Salt Lake, kind of like Jay Vidovich, went to Portland, didn't exactly love it, missed being in Omaha, came back and connects with the pro team, and they got a good one in him.
It all works out in the end, right?
Yeah. And the word on him is he's a good person, so good things happen to good people. Free kick opportunity here for Union Omaha, 28th minute.
Ali Hodzic looks like he's lining this one up. It's a long way out.
Ali Hodzic, like Christo, he's got that Bosnian connection, as well as Selmer Miscic, who we may see later. Played with Fresno FC. He's going to leave it, though. Plan play. Doyle's going to take a shot right into Christo. And now Cohen. This is where North Carolina needs to get some numbers somehow. Instead, they knock it out of bounds. They just needed one more pass there than everybody running together.
Yeah, connect that first pass. Get people up the field. Interesting little set pieces as well there. The referee actually seemed like he got in the way of that one, but
'29th minute. Jackson almost was able to rip it from Malone right there, which would have been huge for North Carolina FC. Nuhu's been outstanding in goal for Union Omaha, the goalkeeper for this team. Good ball over and just bouncing away that time from Conway. Doyle trying to get it right back to Conway. Now Conway's got another chance at it, and he'll dribble it to McGuire. Conway really close to making it 2-0.
Yeah, it was a really good service from Austin Pancho on that right side, and it just kind of hopped in front of Conway. Awkward bounce.
Farrell, looks like it's off of Omaha. They'll say no. It went off of O'Farrell. Farrell seemed to agree with that. I thought Union Omaha had touched it, but they didn't. Play it all the way back to Rashid Nuhu from Ghana. Spent some time with New York Red Bulls too. Of course, next Saturday, Nazmi Albadawi's last game will be New England Revolution 2. Here's Pancho. Pancho with Flick, and Flick takes down Pancho, and I think it looked like the referee was even thinking about giving a card here. Perhaps changes his mind on the card, but let's see here.
Yeah, Pancho did well to hold this one up as he gets control of the ball, and Flick goes to ground. I'm not sure he needs to there. He's kind of got Pancho facing away from the goal, and you can see he might be trying to block a potential cross, but Pancho feels the pressure, goes down, and gets a valuable set piece for his team.
PA, who was part of the coaching staff, is now with New England Revolution. I think he might be involved with New England Revolution too as well.
Yeah, I believe he's the head coach.
Yeah. His son played for UNC Asheville, where Mike McGinty's son was also in that game, and John Hackworth's son. All three of them played for UNC Asheville.
Soccer's a small world.
It really is. It gets smaller every day. In a good way. I mean, it gets bigger, but smaller. You know what I mean.
I do.
And there's Jake McGuire. He's got it. So McGuire, good positioning on that header that time from Skiers. Skiers wearing number 17.
Halfway down, you'll see it, them on the right.
Crystal gets it back to Frame. Frame had O'Farrell making a nice run. I don't think Frame knew it. Otherwise, perhaps one touch and then work it down the right side. O'Farrell with the throw in. Jackson runs into three bright yellow jerseys. So Conway was making a good run, but had to hold his line there as Doyle held on to it too long. Here's Flores. Flores has been about as automatic as anybody in the lineup. Well, along with this guy right here, Flick, pretty automatic for John Bradford.
Yeah, they've both been, as we said in the open, mainstays on that back line, very consistent. Both guys, I think, if you had said before the season that they would be sort of the first couple of names on the team sheet, not sure if I would have believed you, but they've proved themselves.
What a move for Frame. Boy, if he goes down on contact, he may have got a whistle there. He definitely was kicked on the shoe right there, Austin Deleuze, but he stood up. Let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, we can see this is where Cole Frame excels. A great little cut there, and I think you're right. If he goes down there, that's probably a penalty. An honest guy. Stays on his feet, and it's good to see from Cole Frame there, because I think he's had a few missed passes here in the early part of this first half. He's kind of looked his age a little bit, but there we can see what he's capable of when he runs at players, gets 1v1.
Verity Sousa. Sousa's got good size, looks like a powerful player as well. Big, strong right back.
Yeah, good player, good person as well. As we said when we were highlighting him, he's spent a lot of time in this area. Played a lot of pickup with him. He's one of those guys you could always count on for pickup. If you needed numbers, you'd give him a call. You'd know he'd be there.
Speaking of that, I want to say hello to Austin Poncho's mom and dad, who got to know them during his time here and even prior to that. 35th minute. Onside. Fisher kept Conway onside that time. As we're in minute 35, it's 1-0 Union Omaha. I give North Carolina FC credit because after surrendering that goal, Union Omaha still had quite a bit of the ball, but there's the announcer's curse as Poncho rips it away from O'Farrell. Poncho's done well so far as well.
Yeah, he's been very active. We've seen a lot of him breaking up plays, winning set pieces.
O'Farrell, Albadawi over to Flick. Albadawi gets it back. Albadawi. Wow, Jackson just a step offside. That was really close.
Really nice ball over the top from Albadawi, and as you said, I think that one was pretty close.
Albadawi, another tackle. Albadawi, quite frankly, is playing as good as he's ever played these last few games. That's part of the reason why he was on the team of the week. He's playing outstanding. He's been great in this one, and he's only got one more after that. And for that, I'm sad a little bit. Can I say that?
Yeah, for sure. You know, always sad to see guys go out when you still feel like they have something to give, but like we said, when it's time, it's time.
And you know, right, as an athlete.
Yep.
That was definitely a question because I don't know.
You are correct.
37th minute. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. WakeMed Soccer Park, Salem Stadium, Union Omaha. The win will be top of the league with a 1-0 lead. And right there with the goal, and it'll go out of bounds. Wow, corner kick. All because of the pressure from Frame right there, and kind of an unconventional corner kick right here.
Yeah, Villader with a soft pass back to Kroll there, and Kroll felt like he needed to clear that one out. I think you could see Villader frustrated with that. He felt like he probably could have gone back to the goalkeeper, but results in a corner kick.
38th minute, corner kick for Nazmi Albadawi. That struck perfectly, really. I think that's where it was intended. Taken down there by Fisher initially. Flores. Jeff and Pam Poncho tuning in. Love to know that. A little deflection there. It'll be picked up by Union Omaha with this 1-0 lead. Thirty-ninth minute. Boyce into space to Conway, and a tackle there from Flick. Now Flick's going to get a yellow card. I actually thought he got all ball there as he slid in there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the replay there, because that was one, I think, because of the pace at which he came in, it might have looked a little bit worse than it actually was.
He got none of the ball.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good cutback there. Flick, so committed to the tackle, couldn't pull out. Yeah, probably a warranted yellow card.
Yeah, my apologies to the great fans of Union Omaha, as Flick deserved that yellow card right there. Good job by the referee to see that to the naked eye. You're right, he came in with pace, but he didn't get the ball, so a yellow card plus that other tackle led to the yellow for sure. Viadair, goal scorer. Cristo. McGuire decided to hold up there. Uh-oh, this is trouble again, and McGuire's got to knock it over. That one spilled out, and the shot from distance coming from Devin Boyce, and McGuire knocks it over the crossbar.
Yeah, great strike here, and Robbie Cristo with the first header. Cohen not good enough on the clearance, and that's a heck of a volley, and a great save from McGuire as well, but what a volley.
Off his chest and right to the right foot.
Yeah, all in one motion. That was definitely going into the top corner if McGuire doesn't push it over.
Corner kick. Jackson is there for a little bit of cleanup. As we're in minute 41 in what has been a pretty good pace to this game. No interruptions on an absolutely splendid night. You're going to hear me say that several times tonight. I'm pretty sure man, I hope I can't curse that, Austin. Looking around just to make sure. The goal scorer. Looking for an assist that time off the side of Flores. Jackson. Union Omaha. When they lose it, they win it back. Martinez. And now finally a whistle called against Union Omaha to come back to North Carolina FC. Carolina FC fans, come out and show your love for Nazmi Albadawi. Next Saturday, 11 o'clock, as New England Revolution 2 is here for the final game of what has been a brilliant career for number 10. Get your tickets now. Tell your friends. Get some more tickets. Hope to see you out here next Saturday night for the final game for Nazmi Albadawi. I remember a couple years ago, Austin Luz, I had the great honor of being down with you and your beautiful family after your retirement game. It's an emotional night.
Very much so. It's difficult to describe the sort of range of emotions that you feel on a night like that. I know Naz will enjoy every minute of it. I'm sure he'll have plenty of family and friends in the stands as well.
Flores tried to get it into the 18, but Union Omaha handles it. There's Flick feeling the pressure. Flick sitting on that yellow, so he's got to be careful. They'll say off of Union Omaha and back to Flick. So Flick's going to throw it in to McGuire. Robbie Cristo. A throw in for North Carolina FC. Still have time here in this first half to get the equalizer. Need to figure out a way to be a little bit more dangerous, though, on the attack.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. You know, they've had a decent amount of the ball, but just have not created any quality chances here through this first half.
Martinez trying to get it to Frame, looking for a handball. They don't get it. Fisher over to O'Farrell. O'Farrell wide open, and his touch lets him down, but Cohen's there for the cleanup. Now O'Farrell will make the run. Cohen going far post, and it's going to be tough to get by Rashid Nuhu, who is an excellent goalkeeper. One of the best in the league, according to Mr. USL League One Brian Ware. Kira Fitzgerald, by the way, has also been pretty good for Richmond.
The Irish Ninja still got it. We saw him rob Robbie Christo of a goal late in the game against Richmond last week.
Boyce with O'Farrell on him. O'Farrell does well. I'm thinking 1 minute only.
I think you might be right. It's been a quick first half. Seems like it's gone by fast.
I caught NC State Seton Hall last night. The first half lasted an hour and 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. 5 injury stoppages. And I was flying solo on that one, Austin. My analyst was terrible.
If anybody could do it, you can.
Union Omaha putting some passes together. Foul from O'Farrell. Looking to get the official word on added time. Stay with us at halftime. We will take a special look at Nick Holliday, the youngster. His dad was a football player, still works at UNC where he played football. Big-time athlete, signing as a professional as we have just 1 minute of added time. We'll also take a look around USL League One, news and notes, team of the week, scores, standings, all good things from USL. USL's got a lot of great things happening at the championship level, League One level, League Two level, and they got the W League coming next year, which is super exciting. Here's my man Poncho. Poncho, good ball. Wow. Flores is over there. What a ball from Mr. Poncho.
You got all of that one. It was an essential block. Poncho again involved. Great cross. And Connor Doyle catches that one perfectly off the bounce, and Flores is there for the block. I'm not sure how much he knew about it, but.
And that's the first half whistle. It's Union Omaha, one of the best in USL League One with a 1-0 lead. Your quick thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I think we see exactly why Union Omaha is at the top of this USL League One table. You know, they got their goal, and they were incredibly difficult to break down and play against. Limited NCFC to very few, if any, quality chances, and taking that 1-0 lead into halftime.
We're going to step aside. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the big signing of the youngster Holliday, the future goalkeeper of this club, with Union Omaha leading North Carolina FC by a score of 1-0 at the half.
Select Physical Therapy is focused on patient safety now more than ever before. Select's centers remain open and offer a safe environment for you to receive physical therapy services. You don't need a doctor's referral to begin care and start feeling better today. Select Physical Therapy also offers telerehab, so you can easily connect with a licensed therapist through web-based technology that is HIPAA compliant, right from the comfort of your home. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Behind this shot, there's a story of well-loved cleats and pride-soaked jerseys, a story of years of support and leadership. There is a story of family. Behind every shot, there's soccer.com. Greatness grows here.
Continental Tire has been a proud supporter of soccer for more than a decade. We've been there both on and off the field for some of the greatest celebrations. We've watched with you as the game and personalities have gotten bigger. We are proud to continue standing alongside you, supporting the game that gives us all so much. Together, we've shared thousands of incredible goals and celebrations. Here's to many more to come.
Welcome back to WakeMed Soccer Park Salem Stadium, where Union Omaha, top of the USL League One table with Chattanooga, has a 1-0 lead over North Carolina FC. Back upstairs here, Austin Deleuze, Dean Linke, Union Omaha looking very much like top of the class.
They are. I've been impressed with them. They got a great goal early through Villader, and just were very, very difficult to play against. NCFC could not find any space in that final third and really didn't create much. And Union Omaha, to their credit, also created several quality chances after that first goal. So, they are as advertised here so far.
All right, we mentioned the big signing of Nick Holliday, the goalkeeper, 16 years old, signed a professional contract. Let's take a look.
And this time it's saved once again by Holliday.
Congratulations to Nick Holliday and the entire Holliday family. Even Mac Brown, the head coach of the UNC football team, tweeting out congratulations. Here at half and carry, it's Union Omaha 1, North Carolina FC 0. Stay with us. We come back, we'll take a look around USL League One.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
City double their money. And how sweet the sound in Lynn Family Stadium.
I did get an interesting text from someone in the Phoenix organization talking about how big and physical that game was, and maybe they didn't necessarily know it was going to be just like that. I think they got a good taste. By the way, in case you're wondering, Forrest Lasso is competing for the Summer Olympics in gymnastics. Just wanted you to know. What you got next?
Lee Cohen, he was part of that routine.
Bring it to me.
Forrest Lasso, the defender of the year, leaping over the ad boards and pirouetting his way toward the dugout.
So, how do you like your urgent care? At WakeMed, we have urgent care just about everywhere. Urgent care that specializes in orthopedics and kids. My Care 365, open every day of the year. Even virtual urgent care. Yup, urgent care in your jammies on your tablet. So download the WakeMed All Access app and get urgent care that's caring, convenient, and just the way you like it.
Beautiful Labor Day weekend here in Cary, North Carolina. WakeMed Soccer Park, Salem Stadium. Fans enjoying it, although Union Omaha, the visitors, with a 1-0 lead at the half. Back with you again, Austin Deleuze, Dean Linke. Hello, everybody. And before we take a look at the upcoming schedules, North Carolina FC, they're starting to work in those academy players, which is special.
They are, and we've seen a few of them in the starting lineup over the last few weeks, and obviously with the signing of Nick Holiday, it's very exciting. I think he's got an incredibly bright future, and I don't think he's the last that we'll see signed to a pro contract here for the first team.
Well said, Austin. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedules for these teams as well. North Carolina FC, they have New England here for Nazmi Albadawi's final game next Saturday.
Yeah, it's an exciting one. It'll be emotional, so excited for that. And then they go to Chattanooga, which is a big test. We saw how good that Chattanooga team was here at Wake Med Soccer Park. Can only imagine what they're like at home. Then they have North Texas here, always a talented team. And then they've got to go to Toronto. And on October 9th, at home on Railhawks Throwback Night against Chattanooga as well. Union Omaha will face Toronto FC at home following this matchup, and then they go to North Texas, back home versus FC Tucson, then over to South Georgia, and on October 6th, they've got Fort Lauderdale, another team that is in the top half of that table. And you can see here, Union Omaha coming into this game, one game in hand, a couple points behind Chattanooga, so if they come out of here with 3 points, they will be in sole possession of that top spot.
News and notes courtesy of Beware. Tucson making moves, which is exciting for Tucson.
It is, yeah. We saw them here as well. Very talented team, and they've shot up the table with 3 straight wins. We know how much mobility you can have with a couple of wins in this league. And Chattanooga Red Wolves setting a historic streak. Fort Lauderdale gets a key road win, defeated Tormenta 4-2 last weekend. Former NCFC player George Acosta scored 2 goals in 8 minutes. What a player he is.
Take a look at the team of the week. You see Shaq Adams on the team of the week. You also see Mitchell Curry from Fort Lauderdale. He had 2 assists in that dominant win at Tormenta. And then, of course, Nazmi Albadawi and Nelson Flores also making the team of the week. And Shaq Adams, though, is the real deal from Tucson.
Yeah, Shaq Adams, good to see him on the team of the week there. And you mentioned it, Nazmi Albadawi going out with a bang on the team of the week after a couple of strong performances against Richmond and Forward Madison.
Talk about USL's impact on World Cup qualifying. I absolutely love this graphic.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I was actually thinking about it as I was watching the game on Thursday night, how many players on the field do have USL experience, you know, and that's sort of proving out the model here, I think. Seeing a guy like Tyler Adams who came up through the Red Bulls system, and he's captaining the national team. Matt Turner, another guy who we've seen come on for the national team over the last month. Miles Robinson, along with Matt Turner, one of the best players in this summer's Gold Cup, and Brendan Erickson, a product of the very successful Philadelphia Union Academy. It's just awesome to see. It's awesome to see the system working and to see these guys flourishing at the top level of the game, not only for the national team, but in Europe as well.
We'll step aside here with Union Omaha on top of North Carolina FC by a score of 1-0. We'll be back with the first half highlights. Union Omaha leading by 1.
Selling your home often comes at a cost. Many realtors charge commissions of 6%, which seriously cuts into your profits. But with Daymark Realty, part of Coastal Credit Union, you can sell for an unbelievably low commission rate of 4.5%. Plus, professional staging and photography are included. Find out how Daymark and Coastal have saved members millions in fees and offer a better way to bank.
Select Physical Therapy is focused on patient safety now more than ever before. Select's centers remain open and offer a safe environment for you to receive physical therapy services. You don't need a doctor's referral to begin care and start feeling better today. Select Physical Therapy also offers telerehab, so you can easily connect with a licensed therapist through web-based technology that is HIPAA compliant, right from the comfort of your home. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Behind this shot, there's a story of well-loved cleats and pride-soaked jerseys, a story of years of support and leadership. There is a story of family. Behind every shot, there's soccer.com. Greatness grows here.
Halftime here in Cary with Union Omaha leading North Carolina FC 1-0. Alongside Austin Blues, I'm Dean Linke. And Austin, let's go to work and show everybody the first half highlights in this one, which will include a goal for Union Omaha.
Yeah, it was a quick start for Omaha. Nazmi Albadawi unleashing with his left foot into that top corner. Jake McGuire gets a piece of it, but he can't keep it out. And that man was dangerous all first half. Union Omaha kept the pressure on, but here's Robbie Christo trying to slip Oziel Jackson in, and the pass was just a little bit heavy. Ends up with a corner kick. Cole Frame with the highlight here, going at Villader with a nice cut back, and nobody on the end of it. And here's Villader again with a great service, and this was a really good chance. Can't put the header back across the face of the goal, and this one, a fantastic strike as well from Boyce. Hammers that volley, headed to the top corner, but McGuire is able to get a paw on it and push it over the top of the crossbar. Union Omaha, right to the end of the first half, keeping the pressure on. Connor Doyle absolutely smashing that volley off of the bounce. Nelson Flores there to save that one with the big block. And see here the stats. North Carolina FC with a lot of possession, 60%, but just not creating anything with it. Not dangerous enough, as you alluded to in that first half. Union Omaha, just very difficult to break down and playing exactly the way that we've seen them play throughout this season.
All right, both teams back out there. Union Omaha in their bright jerseys, North Carolina FC in their dark blues. Second half underway here at WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary. John Bradford's message to his team, Austin, at half.
I think it's exactly what we just talked about. You know, we need to be more dangerous, take more chances, get more runners into that final third. The possession is there, they're passing it, you know, it looks nice, but at the end of the day, there's no product after all of that possession.
Coach Mims' comment to his team.
I think he'll be fairly satisfied with that first half. You know, actually knowing his personality, he's probably not satisfied with anything, but you know, I think they performed pretty well. As we said, limited chances, scored a great goal and created a few more chances.
Yeah, I'm guessing he was pretty pleased.
Yeah, you know, he'll be pleased, but he's the type of guy that always wants more, right? He wants perfection.
And he's getting it. If they get this win, they'll be in first place through 18 games ahead of Chattanooga. And of course, really every year since they've come into the league, they've been challenging for it.
Yeah, they've done things the right way with the club. I think they came in and everything from its product on the field to the branding. I think it looks great, you know, despite the highlighter jerseys that you said you don't like off air. Just kidding.
Here's Cohen. Fisher. All the way back to McGuire. Nice little piece on Mr. Holiday at halftime as well. Boy, they really do close you down quick, Union Omaha.
They do. Even when they turn it over, you said it in the first half, but they immediately hunt to get that ball back.
Look at the front runners, including Mr. Poncho, ready to pounce on Jake McGuire's goal kick here. Knocked out of bounds. United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. Just 3 minutes in here in the second half. Jackson dropping it to Christo. Good little touch from Christo. Christo can hit it here. Christo falls down.
That's a tough one. That's one you might see on the not top 10. It's a great first touch from Christo to get around to the defender, and the second one, you can see he's thinking about teeing up a shot. His feet get caught up under him and goes down.
I wonder if Nazmi Albadawi next week can pull a Heather O'Reilly and score in his final game, right?
That's a tall order. What a goal she scored in her final game, too.
It was like you knew it was coming. I mean, she has scripted an incredible career, and she may not be done. She's going to have her second baby, and the word is we could see her back again.
She did joke about that with me. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her.
I'll see her tomorrow. UNC takes on Stanford. And delighted to have that call. North Carolina and Stanford, a rematch of the 2019 National Championship game.
Yeah, two teams that are just always at the top of the women's college game.
Another former Wolfpack star, Damon Nahas, is now the associate head coach for the UNC women's soccer team, and his brother Sean Nahas, a top flight assistant for the North Carolina Courage, part of this family. Doyle, who had that rocket shot that Flores felt. We get a better look at Sousa this second half right in front of us. Tough bounce for Doyle. Jackson, good little touch back to Cohen. Looking for Crystal. Crystal's, oh, and Jackson was way offside anyway. He had to hold it up.
Yep. Creeped offside a little bit there, but it was really good hold-up play from Robbie Christo. Great first touch with the outside of his right foot.
Yeah, I realized Christo took a little misstep, but I think he's been great here in the second half. First 5 minutes. That touch he had to create the space to even get into the 18 was really special, and that last touch holding it up was great.
Yeah, for a big guy, you know, you would assume he's not as mobile as he is, but we just saw a few minutes ago, he is quite fast when he gets going.
Jackson can't get it away from Union Omaha. Handled there by O'Farrell, who drop it back to McGuire. Fifty-second minute. Sliding tackle, kept alive. McGuire comes out, and McGuire, they're going to point to the spot as he takes down the player. As McGuire thought he got the ball first, but it'll be a penalty kick coming for Union Omaha.
This one will be interesting to see on the replay as well. Conway picks up the loose ball here. It's a big touch. It's hard to see from this angle. You know, I think Conway's touch, if he did get a touch on that, was taking him out of bounds, and
a yellow card issued to McGuire as well.
I think it's a harsh penalty. But that's the chance you take when you slide in on a sort of breakaway like that. Get another look at it here. To me, it's a bit of a coin flip whether or not that's a penalty. You can't fault the referee for calling it.
Villader's got the first one, trying to get a brace here. Told you his story from Barcelona to Iowa Western Community College, now for 2 goals, and he's got them. 2-0, Union Omaha on top. And Villader, with his fingers in his ears, has both goals And it's 2-0 Union Omaha.
Yeah, Villader has been the man throughout this game and very composed on the penalty. Sends McGuire the wrong way and just slots it into the bottom right corner. Fans will not enjoy that celebration, but we said coming in he was a guy to watch, and he has certainly proved us right. Oak City supporters giving him a friendly wave after that goal.
Just letting him know he's number one. He's got 2 goals. 54th minute. Flores, Martinez. Nazmi Albadawi. Over the top. It'll come all the way back as we are 10 minutes into the second half, and Union Omaha has doubled their lead. Villader's got both of them. It's uncanny how you had coffee with the assistant coach this morning, and that was the one player that he really had a lot of time on.
He did, yeah. He's the guy that was singled out for his quality, and we've seen it on full display. He said he's turning heads in MLS, and we've seen why.
Pancho with another great job checking back. They ended up turning it over, but Pancho's passing efficiency is, I think, almost perfect in this one. He's really had a great game for Union Omaha wearing that 12 jersey.
Gotten the opportunity to get the start tonight. He's taking full advantage of it.
JT Kamara going to come into the game, as well as Thorne Simpson for John Bradford. Next opportunity, as John Bradford's got to chase some goals here, so bringing in 2 attacking players. Nazmi Albadawi. More on Nazmi Albadawi. Everywhere he went, even when he started at youth, he was told initially he wasn't good enough for, at the time, called Castle, worked his way up after going to other clubs, wasn't good enough initially for the ACC, went to Wake Tech, got to NC State, was told there that he wasn't good enough, made it here, and next thing you know, he's in MLS. At one point, he said to me, as a dual citizen, that he had aspirations of playing for the U.S. national team. Well, he didn't play for the U.S. national team, but his home country, he did play for their national team.
Yeah, the Palestinian national team, several caps over the last couple of years and represented them very well. Yeah, just an amazing story. You know, he's, as you said, just proved people wrong the whole way.
And done it with class. I mean, you just will not find a nicer human being than Nazmi Albadawi. Forever be remembered as one of the all-time great people and great players for this club. Cohen trying to get one back, finally cleared out of there. So Simpson and JT Kamara, the tallest and smallest, both coming in here. I think Simpson's even taller than Robbie Christo, just about, isn't he?
He's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy. Seen the talent is there. The end product has not always been.
Number 11, Robbie Christo.
JT Kamara, another guy who we've seen what he's capable of. You know, he's the second coming of the human highlight reel, but just lacks a little bit of consistency, and he'll be looking to get back into the score sheet tonight in the next 35 minutes or so.
So Christo and Cohen out, Kamara and Simpson in. Thorne Simpson, Jamaican. Union Omaha running straight downhill. 4 on 5 at the moment. Decent numbers for Union Omaha, but they'll check it back with a 2-0 lead, minute 58. Union Omaha with a chance to own first place all by themselves. Cuts it back in. It's Pancho dancing again, and Pancho finally dribbled it out of bounds. Austin Pancho having himself a game, Austin, to lose.
He is, yeah. He went on a great little run there. Unfortunately, ran out of real estate.
Simpson with Kamara running down the middle. Jackson on the far post. Cole Frame also there, and Cole Frame's touch lets him down. Coach Mims going to make a change here for Union Omaha, is looking to check into the game. Is number 9, Greg Hurst from Scotland, who has played with Chattanooga, so he knows all about what it's like to be on a team that's up at the top of the table here in this league. Flores knocked out of bounds to be a throw in for North Carolina FC.
Union Omaha sub in the 60th minute of play, stepping into game number 12, Austin Pancho. Going to get number 9, Greg Hurst.
So Pancho's going to come out, and really solid performance. Hurst is going to come on. Good work from Pancho.
Yeah, good shift from Pancho, and Hurst will bring in fresh legs as Pancho really put the work in for those 60 minutes or so.
Nice tip of the hat, I think, too, from Coach Mims, as you're always excited returning to where you had played some, and I like that Coach Mims gave him a start.
Absolutely.
The story of the game, though, has been Damia Viader with a goal in the first half and then a penalty kick goal from the spot, the brace for number 3, and it's 2-0 Union Omaha on top as they're looking for more. Miss hit by Flores, but it still falls to Jackson. Look at the pressure, just non-stop here with a 2-0 lead, even still. Foul called against Union Omaha. Whistled there was J.P. Skiers. Skiers from Arizona. Sousa. Sousa may outclass Jackson for the best hair of the day. Albadawi.
It's close.
Nazmi Albadawi. I'm going to miss just saying it.
It is a fun one to say, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant.
I've heard it said a few different ways, too, you know, Albadawi.
Yeah, I don't like that. He and I had to have a talk, actually, because his heritage, it actually is a little bit different than Albadawi, but everybody that knows him has called him Albadawi, and he agreed that, yeah, let's go with Albadawi, and I was grateful for that. There's a shot coming there from Kamara. Crowd liked it, but not on frame.
That's exactly what JT Kamara was brought into this game to do, take people on, create chances. He gets this one onto his left foot, and not afraid. Hits that one with pace, and you can see how close it was to finding that top corner.
For the W, starting next spring, the USLW League, providing increased equity and an opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer, both on and off the pitch. Comprised of clubs from across the championship, League One, League Two, and new expansion markets, the W League is set to begin play in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to USLWleague.com to learn more. 2-0 Union Omaha on top of North Carolina FC.
You know, I'm actually a co-owner in the USLW League now.
Tell me more.
Minnesota.
I saw that.
Opened it up to the community to buy shares, and
jumped on it.
Really cool project that they've put together, and unique way to fund a team, giving the community a say in things, and had to jump on it.
That's really cool. I saw that you said you were one, but I thought, you know, you just were saying it. And didn't really put up the money, but it sounds like you did. Here comes Union Omaha on top 2-0. Looking for the third, so you're in.
I'm in.
All right.
Part owner. Are you an owner?
I'm not.
Yeah. Me and Steve Malik, you know, same level, right?
What a job Steve's done, though. Obviously, this was a big decision, moved down to USL League One, but he talked about bringing championships. The North Carolina Courage has delivered it. This is going to take a little bit of time, but I get the feeling not as much time as people think. Yeah, this year a little more difficult than perhaps we're used to, but they're trying to do it the right way, and I think with time things can happen. And when they made the announcement on holiday, it was Steve Malik out there out front saying investing in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked to John Bradford prior to the game, and he was very excited about the signing of Nick Holliday, and also alluded to the fact that he would not be the last academy player that we see signed to a full professional contract. So you're exactly right. This is just the beginning.
65th minute. Bounces up on Fisher, another one of those academy players. Greg Hurst into the game has made some noise. He's been busy as they try to find Simpson, headed away by Union Omaha. As it looks like Coach Mims going to make another change here with this 2-0 lead. Going to go to his bench. Doyle. Back to Sousa. Hurst. I was shocked by that possession stat at half. I didn't really feel like North Carolina FC had 60% of the ball. I mean, Union Omaha just always feels like they're moving around, right? There's a tackle there from Flick.
Yeah, I think, you know, it is interesting. I think so much of Omaha's success comes from the work that they do without the ball, right? When they're pressing and making you turn it over in bad spots. And so I guess in one sense it was a little bit surprising because of the scoreline, and it just didn't seem like that drastic of a difference in possession. But on the other hand, I think Union Omaha has shown that they're comfortable without the ball as well as with it.
JT Kamara whistled for the foul. Minute 66. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. 67th minute. Union Omaha with a goal in the first half and a goal in the second half, courtesy of a penalty kick, have a 2-0 lead over North Carolina FC, and they look to be pretty comfortable at the moment anyway. The veteran Pekka going to get a chance to get in there. Jackson, and that should be a card, and it will be a yellow card. So a yellow card issued to Union Omaha.
It's a great turn from Jackson there, and a cynical foul to bring him down as he's breaking for the counter.
Ali Hadjic with the yellow. 68th minute. Captain Nazmi Albadawi over the ball, with Pekka getting ready to come on for Martinez. So Martinez out, Pekka in. So with Pekka in, Albadawi will probably move forward even more. Albadawi. Pretty good bending ball by Albadawi, but a whistle, and it'll come back to Union Omaha.
He's looking for Britton Fisher on that back post. There's a guy, you know, you don't really realize just how big he is until you're down there next to him. But man, the youngster is another tower for the NCFC team.
Doyle back to Sousa. Come back to their goalkeeper, Nuhu. Good pressure there from JT Kamara. Ooh, a little shoulder to shoulder, and Jackson takes down Sousa, and Jackson is going to get a yellow card there.
That's a little frustration from Jackson there. I think Sousa kind of had his way with him, and see here, Faraday Sousa, great turn, a little bit of fancy footwork. Young man Jackson hitting the floor there.
That looked like a Saturday afternoon football tackle right there, didn't it? I don't know if I'd want to run into Sousa the way he did initially as well.
Very strong guy. Very skilled as well, as we saw there.
Wow, Nuhu can bomb it, can he?
NCFC yellow in the 70th minute of play, number 22, Azriel Jackson.
Flick's going to bring it back to McGuire. Albadawi, Kamara. Kamara's been a bright light here off the bench. Had that good shot opportunity. He's put some pressure on that back line. Jackson. Switch it far side. O'Farrell. He's got Pekka. He'll use Pekka. Pekka now to Kamara. That's a good pass. Now Flores is open. Kamara stays with it. Kamara! JT Kamara, you mentioned it. The next rendition of the human highlight reel almost made a highlight right there.
Yeah, and it's great to see him back in this type of rhythm. I think it's been a while since we've seen him affecting the game like this, and just some great footwork. Again, gets it on his left foot and opens up with a shot. But man, such a special player. Just want to see more of it all the time.
This portion of the game brought to you by Wake Orthopedics. North Carolina FC thanks Wake Orthopedics and all the corporate partners of North Carolina FC and the North Carolina Courage. The North Carolina Courage in action tomorrow in Kansas City. As 3 more players getting ready to check in for Coach Mims and Union Omaha. Number 5, Toby Otieno, who is from Kenya, looks to check in. Number 15, Elma 4, coming on. So 4 into the game. 4 is from Cameroon. Spent 1 year at Lansing, and then also coming into the game is number 19, Ricky Rivera from Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. So 3 wholesale changes right there for Coach Mims and Union Omaha, who
Number 19,
You get the feeling they're feeling pretty comfortable at the moment, Austin Deleuze.
Yeah, very comfortable. It's been a very professional performance from them. A goal in each half and a clean sheet through these first 73 minutes.
Union Omaha, by the way, has adopted a new club motto. One means all. It represents all of the Omaha community, joined together as one, and emphasizes the belonging of the club to the people of Omaha. The #1 jersey has been retired and dedicated to the community to represent this union. Flores on it. Flores. Boy, a good idea. Almost made something happen there, but it'll come back to Union Omaha.
It's been that kind of night for NCFC. Just a little bit frustrating. End product not quite there.
'75th minute. Doyle with Pekka right there, so he can't get it to Sousa. This is a good team. Union Omaha, it's a really good team.
Very good team. I think we saw Chattanooga, we've seen Omaha now tonight, and I think the quality that we've seen from both those teams here at Wakeman Soccer Park very much reflective of the table. You know, the fact that they're 1 and 2, I think. Be interested to hear your opinion, but in my opinion, I think they're the 2 best teams we've seen.
100%. Yeah, the standings show that. My opinion is full agreement. I'd like to say as usual, but
well, yours is the one that matters, so that's why I asked. You know, nobody cares what I have to say.
Right. So Jackson's going to come out. Another newer player to North Carolina FC is going to come in Steedman. So one new player for another new player. As Steedman just recently joined the team.
Yeah, he spent some time in Atlanta with Atlanta United too. So another young player signing mid-season to kind of try to shake things up. Excited to see what he can bring to the table as well.
So Steedman into the game for North Carolina FC wearing number 15, Jake McGuire. Good 15 yards outside of the 18, gives it to Pekka, and they got to be careful there as McGuire was way out, and you got the feeling right there that Union Omaha and Rivera knew it, and they were ready to pounce.
Rivera with the fresh legs, putting pressure on Pekka there. Rivera, the Puerto Rican international, I believe, for none other than Coach Dave Sarakin.
That's right. Dave Sarakin, former coach of the U.S. national team. Breaking forward, Hurst denied there and knocked out of bounds. Good work defensively, and that's going to be a corner kick. Is that a throw-in?
Calling a throw-in.
Throw-in, yeah.
It's good stuff from Fisher. With Hurst every step of the way, getting the block on the shot and keeping it out for a throw-in as opposed to a corner.
Yeah, solid work by Fisher. Well said, Austin. 77th minute here. 2-0 Union Omaha on top. Don't forget, next Saturday, New England Revolution 2 in town for the final game for Nazmi Albadawi. Get your tickets now. Come out and show your respect for one of the all-time greats of this club. Club that's been around since 2007. So a lot of history here. Cut back by Hurst. There is Nazmi Albadawi on the ball. Frame is open. Albadawi sees him. Look at that. On a dime, folks. Nazmi Albadawi over to Frame. Frame will give it back to Albadawi. Albadawi, what a pass from Albadawi. That was legit.
It was. Great ball and putting Cole Frame in a good spot.
Steedman goes off of Sousa. Good work by Sousa to get his hands behind his back as well, just to make sure. And he sacrificed his body right there, did Sousa.
Steedman got a hold of it.
Steedman over to Flores. Now Pekka. Pekka knew the pressure was coming there from Rivera. Pekka, a pro, he knows how to make his smaller body bigger when he needs to. Albadawi, little touch, Simpson on the turn, and it'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, North Carolina FC in minute 79.
It's good stuff from Simpson. Held the ball up really well.
Little fake there from Kamara. He'll find Pekka. I thought Pekka was going to laser that one with his laces. Instead, he went finesse.
Yeah, he kind of pulled out of it at the last minute.
I thought we were going to see a smoke show right there from Pekka. I really did. I mean, even if he didn't get laces, even if he just got the front of his boot, just rip it, right?
Yeah, it was a nicely orchestrated set piece. You know, JT Kamara kind of drawing the defenders in and laying Pekka right at the top of the box, really teeing him up, and seemed to sort of change his mind at the last second.
One goal in the first half for Union Omaha, one goal from the penalty spot in the second half. Both goals coming from number 3, Damia Viadair, and it's 2-0 Union Omaha as we are walking up here to minute 81. We're in the 80th minute at WakeMed Soccer Park on a splendid Saturday night, part of Labor Day weekend. Happy Labor Day weekend to each and every one of you. Hope you enjoy that extended weekend, and a whistle there against Simpson. So Austin Deleuze, how old were you when you learned that if you think you're going to get carded or if you make a foul that all of a sudden you've got a major injury and start rolling around?
Not a tactic I'm a big fan of, to be honest. I don't think I ever learned that one.
Okay, all right. 81st minute. Sousa. Got to be careful there, Flores. He had a lot of jersey into the 18 there. And Union Omaha's got a legitimate beat there. Rivera, he's got a legitimate complaint there, as I saw a jersey tug in the 18.
Yeah, again, I think, you know, to his credit, he stays up and tries to fight through it. And I think that's, you know, it almost encourages diving, right? When referees don't call fouls in situations like that, because I think you're absolutely right. If he goes down there, he gets the penalty. Just because he stays up doesn't mean it's not a foul. He's not being impeded.
Well, and I feel like Cole Frame, even though he didn't go down, earned a penalty, as he definitely was clipped as he was going with it.
Right.
Ripped away here. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Union Omaha. So next Saturday, not only is Nazmi Albadawi retiring, just take a look at this, break down this replay here first.
Yeah, nice little chip in behind. And Fisher again coming across to cover. He's done well in the second half, the young man, Britton Fisher.
Pekka clears. Not only will it be a big day for Nazmi Albadawi, it'll also be a big day for the coach of the 5-0 Wake Forest women's soccer team next Saturday.
Yes, unfortunately, I'll be missing that game to celebrate my dad's 60th, but
is he okay with you saying the number?
I think so.
All right.
He's at peace with it.
It's the new 40 when you look at him. Trust me, folks. Guy does not look like a day, and he really doesn't look like a day over 35. He looks better than you, to be fair, Austin. Sorry.
No argument there. Tell you what, 5-0 helps.
Yeah.
Haven't given up a goal yet.
Congratulations. Well done, Tony Deleuze. 83rd minute. Hurst is offside. Simpson. Flick. Turnover.
And I know we've said it a few times now, but I just really have been very, very impressed with this Union Omaha team. It's organized, disciplined.
Yeah, they don't ever get out of sorts, do they? They've always been in control. They've made it really tough for North Carolina FC to be dangerous at all.
It's going to be a fun sort of finish to this season to see them and Chattanooga battle for that shield.
Indeed. McGuire sees Steedman. Sousa wins it. That's a good job by Sousa. And look at the counter off of that goal kick from McGuire. Far post and in 3-0. You talk about transition. Give Sousa a hockey assist. We got a little dance going for Riviera, who thought he had a penalty. The assist will go to J.P. Skiers, and it's 3-0 Union Omaha. But Sousa, with the header, started it all.
Yeah, great through ball here. Skiers flying down the right side. Nelson Flores with a handful of shirt again, but he can't stop the cross. And Rivera, a really smart header from Rivera here, is just deft back across the goal. And the super sub, Ricky Rivera, putting the icing on this one.
Puerto Rican salsa over there as well with the goal. I want to thank you for never doing that, by the way.
See here, just as you mentioned,
might have gone off.
Actually came off Steedman.
Yeah. Did, yeah. Good work by our crew here.
Great touch in behind. Skiers finds Rivera on that back post, and as I said, just the perfect header back across the face of the goal. Max Flick can't do anything about that one.
So 3-0 Union Omaha. Speaking of our crew, I want to thank Jorge Acuna, the VP of Broadcasting, Kyle Lang, our director, TD, Joe, I drive a Ferrara, Savannah, Rosanna, Dana Revel, Kevin Tucker, Austin Edwards, Beware, Brian Ware, and Curtis Adams. Alongside Austin DeLuz, I'm Dean Linke. Steedman over to Albadawi. JT Kamara. And out of bounds. Looks like Coach Mim's going to get one more sub in here with a 3-0 lead. As looking to get a few minutes are Nick Firmino from Brazil. Spent time with New England Revolution 2, the next opponent for North Carolina FC. New England Revolution 2. That'll be Saturday, 7 o'clock right here at WakeMed Soccer Park. Go to NorthCarolinaFC.com. Get your tickets now. Look forward to seeing you out here next Saturday. Frame over to Simpson. Simpson drops it back to Kamara. Albadawi over to Pekka. Pekka's got Flores. Flores now, 88th minute. Flores. Flores, good ball, looking for Simpson. Just over his head. So Firmino will check in now, and he's going to come on for Connor Doyle, who had a solid shift as well, but really everybody wearing these bright uniforms pretty solid for Union Omaha.
Yeah, Yeah, really no weak spots for this Omaha team. We've seen even the depth as well as the impact that Rivera had off the bench.
Nick Firmino.
Trying to find Steedman, but one there by Union Omaha. Firmino into the game. JT Kamara. JT Kamara has been a spark plug. JT Kamara looking for a handball, doesn't get it. Steedman coming in defensively. Firmino. Nazmi Albadawi. Wow, what a play from Albadawi. Open far side, and Cole Frame, it just never decided to crank it. Couldn't quite step into it the right way.
Yeah, I think Villader got a touch on that one at the last second that threw Cole Frame off.
Villader, the runaway winner for player of the match with the brace and solid defensive work. Flick is pushed to the ground. Two of the East's best clash to kick off a fall to remember when the USL on ESPN continues. Perennial contenders Louisville City FC travel to Dillon Stadium to meet Hartford Athletic in a potential playoff preview Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. We're in minute 90. Don't anticipate a ton of injury time in this one either, as short of the goals, it's been pretty free-flowing. The weather's great. Nobody's been cramping up. Frame looking for Simpson. Kamara, Frame, back heel, back to JT Kamara. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added time, and it'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, North Carolina FC. Kamara. Flick comes flying in. It'll come back to Union Omaha as we're in added time here. Austin, added time. This game has been decided. Union Omaha, touch of class, 3-0. So knowing that you're not going to be here next Saturday, I want to give you a little bit of time to talk a little bit more about Nazmi Albadawi in his final game next Saturday, if you could.
I think, I don't want to be redundant, but I just can't overstate how much this club and this community owe to Nazmi Albadawi. He's been just an incredible ambassador, and on a personal level, an incredible teammate and just a wonderful friend for so many years. I'm happy for him, as I said. I think congratulate him on an amazing career, and so excited to watch him take the next step in his journey.
What advice would you give him going into that last game, knowing that you experienced it right here at WakeMed Soccer Park?
I think it's just the old cliche, just enjoy every moment, right? Soak it all up. You don't get 2 last games. And hopefully they can send him out with a win and a good performance and leave with good memories of that game. And, as I said, I think plenty of friends and family will be in attendance to send him off right. I think he is the greatest player that this club has had in its history.
Full stop, period, with a little bit of amen on that. Well done, Austin. 3-0, Union Omaha. Looking like a team that could win the USL League One title, let alone a shield, as these 3 points for the moment will put them all alone in first place of USL League One, as we are working our way down here to the final 90 seconds. And we will see you out here next Saturday for that matchup against New England Revolution 2. came on the air knowing it was going to be a tough contest, and it's a tough contest. This is a solid team. They may get another one here. They go far post with it, and denied there by McGuire. Good work by McGuire to be in the right spot there.
Yeah, even in games where we've seen North Carolina FC take heavy losses, McGuire has come up big with big saves, probably keeping the scoreline a little bit more respectable than it would have been otherwise.
Steedman, he's shown a little bit tonight. Can't win it back here. Union Omaha, their subs are still firing. JT Kamara, solid performance. Wow, I don't know how he kept that in bounds, but he did.
He's been a bright spot off the bench for NCFC in the second half.
Frame. Okay, that's a final whistle. Quick thought on Union Omaha with a 3-0 win over North Carolina FC.
Just a really professional performance from Union Omaha, keeping the clean sheet, getting their goals, creating chances, and we said it during the game, but this is certainly one of the best teams in this league, and they will be battling for that regular season championship with Chattanooga as we sort of come into the home stretch here of this season.
Nazmi Albadawi's final game will be next Saturday against the New England Revolution. Get your tickets now. Come out and show your support for the face of the franchise, number 10. I want to thank Joe Ferrara, Savannah Revel, Kevin Tucker, Austin Edwards, Brian Ware, Curtis Adams, my broadcast partner Austin DeLuz. For each and every one of them, I'm Dean Linke. See you next Saturday for the farewell game for Nazmi Albadawi. Your final score, though, tonight, Union Omaha 3, North Carolina FC 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.
At Strategic Systems, we understand that a reliable IT infrastructure doesn't just materialize by itself.